Yep, it's back. It's back, everyone. They're back. The label itself. The men who will not stop putting out classics. Griselda's back. Griselda's back here with a new record. The best member of Griselda's here is back with a new record. The Plugs I Met Too by Benny the Butcher came out on Friday, and I was hyped as hell for this record for multiple reasons. Number one, we talk about Benny as an artist. You have to recognize how great of an artist Benny is. Benny is always putting out hungry, aggressive, great music. And when he put out... Let's go through some of his projects in the past couple years. You had Tana Talk 3. Amazing album. Love that one so much. Then you had his The Plugs I Met. This one is a sequel to. Great album. Could have been longer. But 18-Wheeler and Crown for Kings are two of my favorite just Griselda songs overall. Then you had Burden of Proof, which was badass. I haven't heard the Respected Sopranos yet. I need to hear that. But Burden of Proof was awesome. I have a review on that one. It made it into my top 10 albums of the year, and it was my favorite Griselda record of the year. So then, now we're here in 2021, and he has come back with great producer, Harry Fraud. Very Griselda kind of producer, you know. But he's coming with this new Plugs I Met sequel. It's longer, it's better, it's bigger, has better features on it. Yeah, I'm actually, I was so excited for this record. Whenever Griselda is coming out with a new album, I know why I'm looking something up as I'm talking. Griselda, whenever they come up with a new record, I know it's going to be awesome. And I think it's just because they're so dedicated to their influences. They're never putting out records that aren't severely dedicated to like their idols like Jay-Z and Nas, and they get respect from Jay-Z, Nas, and Eminem, and I just really enjoy that as an artist statement. And they're always putting out great music. I don't love it when artists constantly put out music, but when they're Griselda, they're always putting out good music. They already had one this year already, the If It Bleeds It Can Be Killed by Conway, which got better for me. That album got a little better for me. I really love that as a project. So yeah, new Griselda, Plugs I Met Too with Harry Fraud. We open with When Tony Met Sosa, one of my favorites on this album. Benny sounds aggressive and hungry as usual, and Harry Fraud kills the jazz production. It's a really nice track. I will admit that the Harry Fraud intro on all the tracks got really annoying eventually, just saying. But as a whole, great opening, great flows, great jazz production, just overall great track. Then you had, what was it called? I think it's Overall. I really like this track. Actually, when I read it, it said Overall, and I thought it was me saying over, I don't know. I didn't notice that the track was called Overall when I read my script. It looked like I was saying, Overall, When Tony Met Sosa was an enjoyable track, but no, Overall is its own track, which is overall a great track. I really love the Chinks hook. I think the production is really nice. Fraud sounds really nice. Sweetie sounds really good. He gives it really all his all. I really love it. Plug Talk, Harry Fraud kills the production on this one. It is so well done. I think it has a really more of aggressive kind of sound to it, and I love 2 Chainz as a feature. 2 Chainz is a solid artist no matter where he is. I think he really fits nicely on this beat. Overall, great track. Then you have Live By It, which another great track. Benny's hungry. Harry Fraud wants to get that production great. It sounds really nice. The lyrics are really good. Overall, great track. The last half of this album is incredible, by the way. The last half is so good. Talking Back, man, what a track. The Harry Fraud production is great. Fat Joe murders his verse. One of the best on this album. Benny's great. It's a great track. No Instructions is another one of my favorite tracks. I love the beat, and Benny's rapping is just great. The way it's all put together feels a little more somber. I love it. It's such a solid track. Longevity was the only track on this album I was nervous for because it got French Montana, whom I don't like. Nobody likes French Montana. French Montana's a feature on this, so it wasn't really exciting to me. But Benny, I learned here not to doubt Benny because I think French Montana actually did really good with this. It sounds really nice. The beat is really well done. I really love it. This is just a great ass song. I'm going to do this review a lot quicker than I thought it would. But I just feel like most of these tracks are pretty easy to get through. They're really, really, really just easy to get through. And this is definitely one of those albums that feels great, but you know Benny's gonna do something amazing later this year. Survivor's Remorse, the second last track on this album. It's honestly my favorite track. It feels like the most emotional and introspective track on the album. I really like the more down-to-earth beat. I like the way... We all know what Survivor's Remorse is, and I think it is a really good theme to go on in an album about plugs and drug dealing and mafia. It's just a solid song, and I just love the way the song kind of fits into the whole album. It's emotional. It's all put together. It's the best track. It's the most personal track on this album. Thanksgiving was the best single I could have released on the album, though. This is probably my second favorite track. I love that beat so much. Benny sounds so hungry, and he sounds so unforgivingly unapologetic, I guess is how I'd say it. It's just a really great track. Really solid. Killer, no filler track. What can I say? Great track. From a great project. I got through this really quick. I thought this was going to take a lot longer. I guess just when it comes down to it, this is an album that I go into and I'm like, what am I going to get? It's 9 tracks. Great producer. It's a Griselda album with Benny the Butcher. I'm going to get 9 great tracks. That's exactly what I got. While it's not one of those albums that blew me away, it's not an A album. It's not like masterpiece. Surely there's not really a ton that went wrong with this. It's intense. It's well put together. The rapping is great. Benny's at his peak right now. What can I say? Even though Tana Talk 3 is his best album, Benny truly has hit his peak now. And he's just doing so well with projects like Plugs I Met 2. And I know we're supposed to get a Tana Talk 3 and 4 this year. Or no, 4 and 5 this year as a double LP. I can't wait for that. I think it'd be cool to hear Griselda on a larger scale sound for a longer time than just like the longest it usually goes like 30 minutes now. And I know Conway's got that God doesn't make mistakes, I think. That might be the one. We all know that one's going to be great. We know he's coming with a classic right there. We know West Side Gun's got Hitler Wears Hermes 8. I think that'll be his final project, from what I know. Boldy James is going to make a classic this year. I don't know what Boldy's doing right now, but with the combination of how many he did Price of Tea in China, Manager on McNichols, one of the best songs, or Manger on McNichols, one of the best albums Griselda's ever put out. Incredible album. And then he put out that what was it called? They put the Versace tape. Didn't love that one. That one was really good for me. And I loved Real by Boldy. So I think Boldy James is truly gonna do great this year as well. Overall, I love Griselda. I think Plugs in My 2 is one of my favorite albums from him. And I actually think this is up there as one of the best albums I've heard all year. This might actually be my favorite album this year. I think this is the most consistent album of the year. And I don't think it'll be album of the year for very long. But I feel like it nudges a little bit past Black Messiah for me. Or Judas and the Black Messiah for me, which was my album of the year. It has been very close, because I didn't want to say I almost gave Tyron my album of the year. I almost gave Justice my album of the year. But I think Plugs I Met 2 really is the most consistent, hungry, well-put-together album to come out in 2021 so far. This might be my shortest album review yet. Plugs I Met 2 is a great album. Benny killed it. Harry killed it. What can I say? Plugs I Met 2 is a solid A- album, and I really enjoyed what they did here. I think I'm going to revisit this one a little bit more. I think the last 2 tracks, I'm going to play a ton. What do you guys think on the Plugs I Met 2? You guys love it? You guys hate it? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. I don't know what... I have one more video coming out soon. One more video. I don't know what else I'm going to do after that. Hopefully next Friday something really big comes out. So yeah, see you guys next time. Probably next Griselda review. I cannot wait for the next Griselda record. I love these guys so much. See you guys next time. Bye.